There we go. Good morning. Hello from beautiful Sedona, Arizona. Good morning, everybody. Let me go see if we indeed are live. Just a moment. And happy Friday. Yep, there we are. Good morning. All right, let's share it out. You know the drill. Send it out wherever you can. Share it with one person. If you do that, if everybody shared it with one person, then we would have double the people. Deirdre, thank you for sharing. Good morning. Good morning, Julie Kiss. All right, so let me share it to a couple more of the groups. I really miss not being able to play music, but we want to stay on the air, so I had to sacrifice that part of it. Okay. All right, who is on here? Robin. Good morning, Robin Fitzpatrick Evans. Glad to have you with us. And thank you, Deirdre, for calling in the peas, taking the roll call there. Good morning, Suzanne. Okay, so let's go into our hearts. Place your hand on your heart to bring your focus there. And then slow down the breathing. Breathe in love. And release everything else. And breathe in love again. And smile and breathe out the love. And tell yourself, I am loved. I am amazing. I am beautiful. I am worthy. Just wrap your arms around yourself. Give yourself a big hug. Let's do a hug this morning. Hug it out. Come on into the huddle. It's Jennifer Langren. Good morning, Annie 7. Hello to Annie and Grayson. Okay, so I need to turn my noisemaker off. There we go. All right. So I did make it to Sedona last night with Sharon Ria and Dr. Ruth Anderson. We're all here together, and it's amazing. Let me get to the message from the angels, which is called Through the Eyes of Love. Life isn't about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. Driving to Sedona has always given me such joy. These hills have a magical quality to them, and I get drawn in with the very first glimpse of red. It just gets better from there as the formations get more vibrant with color. When I arrived here over 2 years ago, I understood what all the fuss was about. Everyone I had spoken to about the area spoke of it reverently and with an aura of awe and wonder. My first thought upon seeing it was about creation, and all I could do was praise a creator who gave us such beauty. Dear angels, there are many places on our earth plane that are magical and evoke such a sense of awe. Yet Sedona holds an energy that whispers your name and says, pick me. It truly is like entering another dimension. It brings out a sense of humbleness in me and wanting to be more beautiful myself to fit into its specialness. As I drove in tonight, I remembered the times I had spent here in the past couple of years. The land blessing that was done, asking for more peace to come to the area and to all of the myriad of visitors who passed through. I thought of my host who led me into a very special place to perform the land blessing and how different I felt upon emerging from that experience. If we allow it, those experiences of life will shape us, just as the Creator shaped these hills into a magical expression of grace and beauty. Dear ones, that which you admire in your world is but your own inner beauty shining through. Whatever you are, quote, seeing is what you yourself have brought into form in the 3D. You are experiencing it through the filter of reverence. Others who enter in the exact manner you did may only see a mountain that looks strange and wonder what all the fuss is about. It is because you appreciate the beauty inside of you that you are able to admire other works of art. Stay in that state of awe, dear ones, and allow yourself to be lifted up anew each time you open your eyes. No matter where you are physically, the magic does not come to you. It is you who brings the magic. Dear angels, thank you. Today, I promise to see everything and everyone through the eyes of awe. I just loved the sharing last night with the angels, and they know my heart. They know how much I could just sit, not having to say or do anything, just sit in these hills and be fed completely and wholly, because it is magical. It does do something that creates a stirring inside of you that says, oh, I have entered heaven. It is such a beautiful energy. It's not just the beauty of the mountains, it's the energy that's here, those vortexes. From what I understand, there are 4 vortexes here in Sedona. And I was watching a video about it last night, and it was so interesting that one of the vortexes is right where we are having our retreat. It's within walking distance. We can actually walk to that vortex and go out into the beautiful energy. But I don't know, I'm afraid that we might lose some peas. They might not want to come back if they immerse too much into it. Okay, so let's see who we have. We have people. Kathy Hand, Hope. Oh, hello, sweet Hope. Thank you for being here. Joanne Castrillo. Good morning, good morning. And Blue Jean. Hello. Deirdre said Cryon does a few Sedona channelings. Yeah, it's so easy to just allow spirit to flow through you as you're sitting here in all this beauty and wonder. Catherine DeSante, good morning, sweet one. Catherine, your books are on the way. I did make it to the post office before I left Scottsdale yesterday. Isabel Reese, good morning. Auntie Jean, hi, sweet one. And Blue says, good morning from Vermont, sweet Sedona family. Yes, part of the family will be here later today. They're flying in. Deirdre says, through the eyes of awesome. Wear shoes, Blue says. I always wear shoes, except in the house. I don't wear shoes in the house. All right, so let's see what Kuan Yin has to say about awe and wonder. And I just lost the screen. There you are. I was like, wait a minute, where'd you go? No, Deirdre, unfortunately, his place is flooded, so he will not be with us in Sedona. I just got that word. So it's okay. Whatever's going on was meant to be. And I know that he will be in the Florida one for sure, but he won't be here in Sedona. All right, medicine of the Divine Mother. Choose your divine medicine to feel grounded and peaceful. Your morning walk, daily prayer, or yoga class, your time to dance each evening or meditate, to do an oracle card reading, or sit quietly with a cup of tea and reflect upon what you are grateful for in that moment. Simple daily routines done with awareness allow you to feel my love for you. The medicine of the Divine Mother. I love that. I love that card. Yes, Blue. His bathroom is flooded. I don't know how much more. It's really sad what's happening. And Joanne's daughter's apartment flooded and is now unlivable. So she's having to find someplace. Yeah, it's freaky what's happened with the weather this year, and they broke the record for flooding with this flood in Florida. 25, almost 26 inches of rain. Can you imagine? Joanne said that her husband the water was up to his knees as he was walking. That's how bad it is, you guys. So please remember our Florida people. And yeah, let's just ask for safety for everyone involved. Andrea Gregg, good morning, sweethearts. Oh, Kathy, I know that's one of my favorite messages from the angels. It really is. And Joanne, you're leaving out of Miami, not Fort Lauderdale. Fort Lauderdale closed until 9 a.m. Thinking about you and loving on you. I don't like that Miami airport, but I'm glad it's an option and that you're able to get here. Isabel, I would love for the angels to give us a message on the issue of turning out the machine when someone is in a coma. Since Paula passed away a few days ago, I am disturbed about that decision. Do we have the right to decide about someone else's life, please? Wow, Isabel, that's something I will definitely have to sit with. I have some strong opinions about it myself, and that's why I say that, because my father was in a coma, and he was kept, his body was kept alive. He wasn't there. He never recovered from the coma he went in, and he was kept alive for 3 years before all of his organs shut down. So he never had any quality of life for those 3 years. So yeah, there's differing opinions on it. I will at some point sit with the angels and ask them for you, honey, and see what they have to say. Kathy, it's Fort Lauderdale and Hollywood, Florida. Not sure where all was affected. Well, Leo is in Oakland Park, where I used to live, and he's not far from my friend Sherry, so I guess I need to check on her now and make sure that she doesn't have flooding. Jennifer said, my husband could not get to work at Fort Lauderdale Airport. All the roads around the airport were flooded. And Joanne, you are already at the Miami airport waiting for the gals, Mary and Elena. I know they'll be there. I've already been contacted by Mary this morning. She's the one that told me about Leo. And Jean, Blue Jean, said, yes, unfortunately I can. We had Irene here. The water destroyed all bridges to get on here. The only way was by helicopter. Oh boy. Kathy, you'll have to check on your niece. What part of Florida is she in, honey? Do you know? Yes, I will certainly do that, Isabel. Suzanne, sending travel prayers. Yes, please do so. Travel prayers for our now 3 gals that are traveling to us from Miami. Joanne says they are here. They're just going through TSA now. Okay. And Blue says, holy smokes, sending Reiki to this situation. Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's really unheard of for that part of Florida. Sometimes in the Keys, they get flooding when, well, especially when there's a storm out in the ocean. But this wasn't even a storm in the ocean. This was just rain. And from what Joanne was telling me, it rained really, really heavy for like 3 days, and it just accumulated. And she's close to Hollywood Beach. Yeah, you might want to check on her, Kathy. Just make sure that she's safe and up high and out of that the rain and the flooding. Isabel, prayers for our dear P's to travel safely to the retreat. Yes, yes. Blue, is that somebody you're adding to the prayer list? Phil Bowen? And Joanne says, a lot of side street flooding. They are okay now. Okay. She's in Davie. Oh, I know where Davie is. Yeah, she should be safe because Davie's more inland. Good morning, Sally and Tony De La Rosa. Marietta, my sweetheart lady, says it is beautiful here in North Carolina. I just lost your message. What happened to that? I just lost all the messages. Okay, let me see if I can get it up here where I can see it. All right, beautiful in North Carolina. We're staying for another week or so because we're going to put in a new electric toilet. Our old one is starting to give us problems, and we definitely need a working toilet for our journey. And we're calling on AAA and the Angels and Big Mike to install the new one. It will happen with ease and grace. I just know it. And I want to thank Marietta. Marietta contributed to what we're doing here in Sedona. And you're actually on the front page of the program because of that, Marietta. Thank you so much for your support of the Peace on Earth tour and everything that's taking place along the way. This is a part of the Peace on Earth tour. This is the education part where we come together in retreats and be with each other and share peace, love, and joy with each other. All right. Joanne says, Davy was good. Okay, thank you for that. Blue says, I'm hoping he will visit us. He's an amazing spirit. I hope to see him soon. All right, awesome. And Kathy says, yeah, she has a beautiful home with her husband and 2-year-old great nephew. Cool. And Sally, it's going to be 84 in full sun today. Can't ask for a better forecast. Well, it's 47 right now here in Sedona. It's going to be a little chilly this weekend. Joanne, I hope you brought a jacket. And I think Mary did. I sent all of you the weather forecast. So hopefully you will be able to layer while you're here. To Jean's offering prayers for Florida and especially those flying to the retreat. Thank you, Jean. Okay, I got beeping going on. I'm not even. Okay. It'll stop. I promise. Deirdre, prayers for all humans, Gaia, and world peace. Maybe it won't stop. All right, let me go see if I can find the alarm. You know, it sucks when your backpack is so big you can't find everything in it. Anyway, I just didn't want it to wake up the other two gals that are here with me. They're still sleeping because it's really early here. Right, Blue? Oh, Isabel, you love the alarm. Okay. And Joanne, you have jacket and layers. Good. You know, you just got to laugh. It's a good thing I love to laugh because I get lots of them with Teri's crazy world. Sally says, the beeping has become validation that it's true. You, Teri Angel, it really is. This is my silly, crazy life. Okay. The tiny book. Yes, indeed. I did bring them. I have several of them with me on this trip, hoping that some new peas get to experience this magic. You know, this is so fun because about half the people that are coming in, I don't know and have never met. And I love that the word has spread beyond our normal group, that we have people that will now become Peas for Peace and extend out from beyond our little net. So I love that it's growing. And I think that is just so beautiful that coming up on 3 years of the journey, and I'm seeing the expansion. I'm seeing what's happening now. And what's wonderful is people are coming from coast to coast. There's people flying from New York, Florida, California, and driving up from further into Arizona and Nevada. I'm just loving the energy that's happening with this retreat. Thank you, Deirdre. I appreciate you sharing that. Blue, I'm going to reach out to Kalina, and we have a few hours today that we are going to be displaced because we have to check out of where we are, where we spent the night, and before we can check into the retreat house, we're going to have some time. So I'm going to see if perhaps we can have a Kalina sighting. I think that would be awesome. Oh, the doggies liked the beeping or didn't like it. Oh, Joanne. Joanne says, we love your crazy world. I'm so glad because I love my crazy world. I sure will, Blue. I'll let her know that. And I think she's headed out east sometime really soon. She's told me she's going to be traveling to Ohio, I think. All right, so what page? Why does it look backwards? I know why it looks backwards. Okay, now I see it the right way. So what page am I reading today, you guys, before we do our prayers? Page 17. No, I don't think she's coming to you, Blue. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. Okay, page 17. What was I going to say? I don't know. Must have been wrong, whatever it was. So page 17 is 4 messages. Which one would you like to hear? Aw, thank you, Sally. All right, I haven't looked at them yet, so which one would you like me to read? Number 4. Yep. Sally, I think you're right. I think this message is for me and a lot of us that are here. Sit in your meditation time and listen. It is the best thing you can do for yourself. Meditation is not about us talking. It's not about us having to think or overthink or overanalyze. It is being able to hear, just tuning in and seeing what Spirit has to say to us. And I love that. And I also love that starting out this retreat, we're going to do a talking stick circle. I love the talking stick. And it's going to be so fun just to sit and have the stick enhance the experience and guide the ones that want to speak from their heart. And start the retreat that way is going to be, to me, an amazing thing to watch happen. Jean wants me to read number 3. Okay, I will do that. Figure out where you want to go, and the rest will follow that direction. You can choose to keep going in reverse, or you can navigate your way to your next adventure. It is up to you. I'm laughing because the mirror was reversed, and that's why I was seeing the book backwards, and I had to change it to get it to look the right way for me on the screen. So, all right, I'm stopping now because that's just getting weird. But yeah, meditation, it's going to be a huge part of this retreat. Is that alone time, letting the rocks talk to us, letting the vortexes draw us into the energy, and listening. That's why you're coming here, the ones that are coming. You're coming to hear the voice of Spirit speaking to you and telling you what exactly what it is that you're here for. This is called the eclipse. And what happens with an eclipse is a shadowing of the sun, that light can't come through. And so when that happens, there's a dark time, a shadow time. So we're dealing with our shadow selves. And the first day, we're going to really dig into those shadows. And then the second day, we're going to celebrate. And we're really going to have some healing take place the second day. So there is going to be an actual physical eclipse, you guys. I did not know that when Spirit guided me as far as what to name the retreat and what it was going to be like. I had no idea that there was an eclipse that's going to happen pretty much as soon as we're done with our retreat. It's going to be on the 20th. There'll be an eclipse for all of us. So I think the lessons learned and the experience that's going to be had at this retreat is going to be intensified and magnified when that eclipse does happen. And it's going to be so magical. I've just been walking on air ever since it's gotten closer and closer, and now it's finally here. This is D-Day. This is when everybody invades Sedona, and we get together in that beautiful house and just sit and share with each other. So pray for us, pray for the retreat, that those who come, that are in attendance, will really have a magical time here. I've already connected with one person who's here in Sedona already. And if you're listening, good morning, Jim. And I'd planned a trip for us all to go to the stupa that's here. You all remember the stupa where we have our brick on the peace walk. And he's very close to it where he's staying. And he told me he's been visiting it every morning. And it's so amazing there. The energy is just powerful. So he's already here and he's helping out and going above and beyond in helping us with this retreat. All right, so prayer requests. Do you have any? And if you have a yay, I tell you, my big yay yesterday was seeing baby Wyatt. Oh my gosh, what an amazing journey. What an amazing turnaround, wasn't it? That Wyatt is now just being able to be released from hospice. And we've been praying for that sweet baby. It just looked like, he wasn't going to be with us anymore in the physical. And here he is, vibrant and alive, and everything has turned around. I just love it. It gives me hope. It really does give me hope that, when we come together and we pray and we ask for the very best outcome, we don't know what that is. We could have been praying for him not to pass, and it might have been his time, but obviously it wasn't. And so when I always lift somebody up, I ask for the very best outcome, for the best and highest good. And obviously, the best and highest good right now is for Wyatt to still be with us. And I'm very, very happy about that. If you have other successes and those who have had a change and a transformation, please let us know that, because it does lift us all up when that happens. All right, any other prayer requests? South Florida, please keep all of them in your prayers right now with this flooding, and the ones that are having to now find a different place to live because theirs is uninhabitable after everything got soaked with those floodwaters. So I'm praying for Joanne's daughter and her grandbaby, and glad that they got out to safety for sure. But I know that they're not alone. There's many more if that's the case. So I'm not seeing any other prayer requests. So let's go into our hearts. Just take a moment. Let your energy settle. Breathe in slowly and fill your lungs completely. And then exhale that out. And again, breathe in the love. Let it go right to your heart. And then exhale it out. And I'm being guided for us to do some gratitude today. Let's give gratitude to our bodies. So let's start with the top of the head. Just send your focus there. Keep breathing in slowly. And at the top of your head, which is the crown chakra, just say thank you. Thank you for my brain inside my head. Thank you that I have the ability to think and my mind to see, that I have the pineal gland inside that brain that allows my spiritual eyes to see. Focus your energy on the top of your head and just see it expand out, and ask for anything that's being blocked or not working and flowing as perfectly as it could be. Ask for it to just come to perfection, whatever that looks like for you. Just let the energy flow. Let it clear up. Anything that's fuzzy, just let it clear away, asking Archangel Gabriel to help with that. And now let's give gratitude for the eyes, the physical eyes that allow us to see beauty as we look about our world. I'm just envisioning the ones that are driving into this area today. You come to a point where all of a sudden it's like somebody got out a paintbrush and there's color everywhere. So I'm Grateful for these physical eyes that can see that. Let's give gratitude for the ears that you can hear. And thank you for being here this morning to hear these words and to be able to share gratitude yourself for your hearing, for you being able to hear music and laughter and the sound of voices and the whisper of angels. Just say thank you. Thank you for my hearing and my eyesight and my brain to think and my mouth to speak and my tongue to taste. And then let's give gratitude to our throat. Gratitude for our vocal cords so that we can speak. Gratitude for the ability to communicate, both speaking and listening. Gratitude for the ability to swallow. How many times do you think about that consciously? We just do it. We don't have to stop and think about it. So give gratitude right now for this part of your body and move on to the shoulders. The shoulders that for some is a sore spot. For some, the shoulders can be tight. So if yours is feeling tight right now, just give it love. Say, I love you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And the shoulder joints, so you're able to move your arms. Give gratitude for your arms, that you're able to lift and carry. And those hands, thank you for the hands and the fingers and the ability to manipulate and carry things and work with things and write. Thank you for the sense of touch that we can feel. And then let's go to our beautiful heart. Thank you for the love that's contained inside of us. Thank you for this heart that beats without us telling it to beat, that keeps a rhythm and a flow, that keeps the blood pumping through our veins. Thank you. Thank you for this amazing organ. And thank you that we can feel it. We can feel the heartbeat. Right now, feel your heartbeat. Just get in touch with it for a moment. See if you can feel that connected to the heartbeat of Mama Gaia. Feel the synchronicity there. Thank you to the rib cage. Boy, what would we look like without a rib cage, right? So thank you for the body structure. Thank you for all the organs, the lungs that breathe in the air. Thank you for the stomach to process the food that we have to survive. Thank you for the pancreas, the liver, the gallbladder, if you have one. Thank you especially to the kidneys. And for those of us that only have one, I'm so grateful for the one that I do have, my borrowed kidney that is now mine. Thank you for the function that happens without us having to say, filter my blood, filter the food that I eat and the liquid that I drink. Thank you for the bladder. Thank you for the intestines. How often do we think of these things? They just do their job, right? We don't have to command. We don't have to micromanage. They just do it. Let's show gratitude for the ability to have a body that just works without us commanding it to do so and having to remember that, right? I'd be in big trouble. So I am so grateful that the body works without me having to say, do your job. Thank you to the spine. Again, we'd look very funny without that spine holding us erect. Thank you for the hips. Thank you to the thighs, the knees. Oh, our knees that are overworked. And please pray for my knees to hold up this weekend with the movement that will happen. Thank you to our legs, holding us firm in this body. Thank you to the ankles, giving us flexibility to move. Thank you to our feet, these feet that sometimes throb, sometimes are happy feet as we connect in with our Mama Gaia, standing on the earth plane on her back and feeling that connection. Just feel it now. Feel your roots going down into Mama Gaia. And as you go down into the center of earth, that's a crystalline center, just feel that energy. Feel it being rejuvenating, guiding you into a really good, centered and balanced place. And that's where we'll stay. We'll stay in that balance as we start to look at the prayer request and ask for the best and highest good of all that are on that prayer list. And then let's look at each other. We're so connected in this family. Let's just love on each other like we do every day. Every day we send love and we send gratitude. So breathe in. And on the count of 3, 2, 1. Wait. Don't say it yet. Let me find it. Here's what we say. Thank you. I love you. I love you all so much. You are just an amazing family. You're so beautiful. And Joanne, grateful for my husband who rescued my daughter and grandson. They could not get the front door open because of the water pressure. I'm so grateful to you, John. Thank you for doing that. Thank you for being able to get it open without having to call for help. Sally says, my Friday is hearing this news about baby Wyatt. I cried when I heard that yesterday. It's a miracle when our special peeps are ill, keeping him in our prayers and prayers for the world as some harsh truths are being revealed. Yeah. And Marietta, I love you so much. Let's all rise up to a higher plane. Absolutely. I'm about 4,000 feet up. And it's beautiful up here. All right, so we got some gratitude and love going on. There's our Sally and Tony. Love you both. Deirdre, thank you. I love you. Jennifer, Ricky and Josie. Auntie Jean Lorio. Jean, I'm so grateful to you. Jean has been handling the Course in Miracles discussion and the chanting at night. Her and Charlie, thank you so much for doing that. And please pray for Karen and her fur baby, Kaylee. It's a really tough time right now with what Kaylee's going through physically. Any other thank you, I love yous? I don't see any more. I think that's it. Oh, there's Blue and Isabel and Suzanne. And Blue says, thank you. We love you so much. Going to see Dolly today. And the hospital where Mary Jane is mentioned, they would like me to come there and give Reiki. I love it. I'm so happy that hospitals are doing that now. Isabel, thank you. I love you. Suzanne. Oops, that was Hope. Hi, Hope. Thank you. I love you. And there's Suzanne. And Joanne. Oops. You all are moving. You're moving the comments, okay? So my mouse is confused. And Isabel, Thank you. I love you. I love you all so much. Stay in your hearts. Stay blessed. And keep sending that love and those good positive vibes out here to Sedona, that this is going to be the most amazing experience ever for those in attendance. And it'll just go up, up, up from there, because there's going to be more. I know that we have one coming up in Florida, a retreat, and also in New York. So let's keep it going. Let's keep this jive, this beautiful energy that is just so loving. Andrea, there you are. And Marietta, remember to smile, because spirit magnifies incredible loving energy. Yes, Blue Jean, I've been asked to do one in Brooklyn, New York. So I'll be planning that one for 2024. Okay, let's get out of here. What do you say? I love you all so much. Namaste, y'all. Bye, everybody.